Let me now take this across to my guests who join me on the broadcast. Nighat Abbas, who's the spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Tausif Ahmed Khan, who's a political analyst, leans towards the TMC, is with us. Also with us is Daniel Francis, another political analyst who's joining us on the broadcast. Tausif, I'll begin with you since there are questions that need to be asked of the Trinamool Congress, which is only now spoken about the member in question. They're not even naming Mahua Moitra. That is what is the statement that's coming out of the TMC. Why are they so scared? Why are they distancing themselves from Mahua Moitra? Are they sure that she's in the dock?
No, there is a official stand by party where we have seen Mr. Derek O'Brien has given a press statement saying that appropriate body of parliament must look into this. This matter is sub judice, and after hearing the outcome from the appropriate body, the party will take a stand. And there seems nothing wrong in that. You cannot pass a judgment only by hearing one party and not giving a chance, opportunity to the other side to present their version of the story. So I think there is nothing wrong in that. Now, so far the entire dispute is concerned, you also know that Mahua Moitra has stated that this has linkage to the Jittered X, and also there is a question of custody of the pet dog involved in here. So the entire thing, the lesser said, the better it is, because the charges are serious. The unsolicited affidavit is filed by Mr. Hiranandani, and the charges has to be looked into whether it really corroborates the charges against Miss Moitra. So as of now, unless there is a version from the appropriate body of the parliament, the lesser said, the better it is.
But Tausif, even as we look at this case and we wait for the ethics committee to actually call upon Mahua Moitra after they've taken statements from the Hiranandani spokesperson or Mr. Dehadra in this case, it is going to be a due process. But there have been things while we await that. One is this affidavit that you have rightfully spoken about that has come in from the Hiranandanis, earlier distancing themselves from this entire controversy once the story broke, and then coming out and corroborating each and every detail and accusation that has been leveled against Mahua Moitra. Is this not becoming a clear case of quid pro quo? I mean, even as we wait for that entire verdict to come out of the ethics committee, all of this is pointing ample fingers at Mahua Moitra.
Allegations, no doubt, are serious allegations, but mere allegations, without proof. And let me be clear, although I do not have a copy of the, the affidavit, but the contents of the affidavit has been widely published by the media, and in fact there are articles also, which points out that there are we cannot really say that each charges have been corroborated. First, there is no corroboration that cash was given. There's anywhere the cash is involved, and secondly, that the gifts, expensive or luxurious items, were given as a gift. It does not clearly say whether it was given in exchange of getting any favor from the MP.
Okay.
So those are the nitty-gritties which have to be looked into by the ethics committee, and I'm sure there are other cases. There are other complaints pending before the ethics committee, and one of which involves the BJP MP Mr. Dubey, who is accused of filing a false affidavit indicating his fake degree. So unless the right the body to really comment on this as of now is the ethics committee.
Okay, I'd ask Ms. Nighat Abbas. Nighat Abbas, the fact that Mahua Moitra has been selectively tweeting against not just the Bharatiya Janata Party but against all of these allegations that have been made against her. The one key point that she goes on to make is against the ethics committee. And she says majority of the members of the ethics committee are from the BJP. How does one expect a very, very neutral stance to come out of it?
You know, action speaks louder than words. We've seen that how the opposition has used, ironically, the temple of democracy to literally like a platform to run a racket of questionnaire in exchange of luxury items and a lot of money. Why I'm saying action speaks louder than words is because my friend just told about that, you know, in the affidavit there's no mentioning of that the cash or the kindness, the gift kind was given in the exchange of asking the questions. Do we need to mention that? Because there's not even a single time that Mahua has come up and given a clear and a straight answer as to why did she share the login details of her of her ID to Hiranandani ji, and she also has to come up with an answer that why is that she has sent a legal notice to Mr. Dubey, she has sent a legal notice to Mr. Jay, and she has also sent a legal notice to apparently 15 news channels. But all of a sudden we see that there's not even a single time that she mentioned the name of Hiranandani ji and sent a legal notice to her. She has not even come up and given a straight answer out loud that why is that her lawyer had to call Mr. Jay and ask for him to do the settlement out of the court. We've been seeing the opposition is very desperate. Their desperate behavior of constantly heckling with the government and Adani Group and constantly trying to defame has gone literally onto their nerves and blood. And which is why we also saw how Rahul Gandhi's best friend all of a sudden invests in a company. I'm talking about George Soros here. He invests in a company, and in the afternoon Rahul Gandhi does a press conference to talk about the same company when publishes an article against Adani Group. So it is very evident that they have been always standing at the threshold of parliament and using the parliament in a different way. They have completely changed and manipulated the line of and the nature of work they've been given. It's a breach of trust, and it's also being disrespectful to the oath when they had taken the chair of the member of parliament. It's a constant heckle. They need to come up with an answer, and when they're just trying to spin the ball here and there when they're talking about that the ethics committee has majority of Bharatiya Janata Party's members. You need to come up with a straight answer as to why did you do such things, and why is that you're not sending legal notices to Hiranandani.
Okay, you're also talking in many ways about Mahua Moitra being on the offensive, Ms. Abbas. Let me actually, I will